Jake, as you know, every once in a while, a little hack that I do, I go to the library to do some work.
Yes. Remind everyone why you like it so much.
It's quiet. Sometimes I can use the double monitor setup. I feel like sometimes when you're on the desktop, like landline, Ethernet cable, whatever, the internet's so fast there. I don't know. It's just more efficient, more productive. It's just wonderful in so many ways. And just, the librarians. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves the librarians.
Yeah, hubba,
Ethel,
hubba.
Yeah, Gladys.
Is Miniclip still blocked?
Can't get on Facebook. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. eBombs World, you can go if you do like a HTTP, before it, you can get to eBombs World.
Yeah, a little proxy.
Timon has no idea what we're talking about. But one of the things, I went to the bathroom the other day at the library, just number one, no problem.
Okay.
And came out and noticed they have a wide variety, large selection of CDs to rent. Let me say it again. CDs to rent from the library. And I'm not talking like educational, books on CD or anything like that. No, like Kanye West. You can rent a Kanye West CD from the library. And I thought to myself, Jacob Garland Triplet, can you think of anything more of a waste of space in the entire world than a huge rack of CDs to rent from the library? That's a crazy idea.
It's wild that they haven't moved on from that. Because no one's
they
rented
haven't
those
moved on from that
in years and years, but they're still offering it?
Right. Like, what? Who is renting a CD?
Why? Like, what scenario do you have to be in to where, one, you need to consume music via compact disc,
yeah,
and two, where you would only need it for about 2 or 3 weeks? Yeah. Why? Like, why do you need to rent?
Like, are you going to rip that CD, put it on your computer and then listen to it on iTunes on your desktop?
Ooh, I mean, there was a life hack 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That would have been good. Dude, just rent them from the library.
Dude, just get them from the library. It's fine. It's like legal, I'm pretty sure. But it's like, no, nowadays, like, yeah, no one has CD players in cars that are built after 2016 probably. And yeah, no, like you can listen to Spotify as much as you want. One ad is worth to me, even if you don't have Spotify Premium, one ad is worth not going to the library to rent a CD.
Totally. One ad an hour.
Yeah,
that's such a giant waste of space.
So I don't know what else is, waste.
Hey, on the boat ride down to Antarctica, I got snow cones for sale. Who wants snow cones?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go snow cone
Half
machine
the
on the way
boat
down.
is just a snow cone machine.
We got snow cones, popsicles, smoothies.
Yeah.
What do you guys want?
What did you want? Dang it. I thought it would come to me.
I love that you do that.
I'm just like, oh, here it comes. I was going to say like a diving board or something like that. Like somebody's going to go swimming, but I was like, I don't know. Beach balls?
I would love to see that on a stage someday. Crowd work. Oh, this guy works in construction. Well, that must mean.
Oh, yeah, construction. So I was thinking like,
crap.
Oh, I was going to go bulldozer, but I don't know. That's all I had was bulldozer.
Backhoe seems offensive. I'm not going to say that.
Steamroller? Is that good? Is that thing? Hard hat? Well, not like that.
All right. Whatever. I was going to say something else. Okay. Is anyone a teacher? I have teacher jokes.
Don't have any for that either. It's going to be a good week. Let's do it.
Okay, great.
Oh, man.
My other waste of space were a microphone for Garrett Perkins and facial hair follicles for Timon.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, baby.
Episode 258, brought to you by the Ghostrunners.
Oh.
But do you notice how there would have been a chance there for a presenting sponsor?
I did. Sure did. Maybe someday. Presenting sponsor, possibly you.
A lot has happened, in a way. I had a birthday. I had, that's about it. Brad, though, was out of town.
Yep.
With his buddies.
My buds.
With his
brothers.
Buds
with the Z. Buds with the Z.
So, yeah, where do you want to start? Last week, this week, Timon's play?
We got to start with Timon's play.
Yeah.
We got to start with Timon's play.
What was it, Thursday night? Friday night? Friday night.
Friday night. Yep.
Yeah.
Sense and Sensibility. Boy, do I know more about that show than I've ever known before. Yeah, let's talk. Where are we? So, yeah, Jake and I were like, yeah, let's make it a Timon's Play. Let's get this thing going. And yeah, Jake, you want to go Friday or Saturday? Let's do Friday. Okay, great. So we come 7:00 show, get there 6:45.
6:45.
Good for us. Maybe 6:50. Plenty of time. Get to this theater. Theater is loose term.
Get to this strip mall.
Get to the strip mall, man. Right down the road, we thought about getting a tattoo.
There was tattoos next door. I think.
Yeah.
Is that what you share a wall with? Is it the tattoo place, or is that two down?
I think we share a wall with a cabinet like construction
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
And then nice tattoo place.
Okay.
I mean, it was great. It was community theater. It was exactly what you think of with like this is a small town or whatever, small production, but very nice. Nice seats. Nice seats.
Before we even got into the seats, though,
Yes.
I feel like we were like, I don't see any kind of branding for Greenleaf Theater. Let's just
Right.
follow the crowd.
Let's follow all the minivans that are walking in, like with their 15 kids. Like,
And one of those minivan people, I mean, right away, we're not even at the door yet. Hey, this guy loves your podcast.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is great. That's fun.
Quasimodos, Quasiborskis.
Quasimodo. Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
And then we get in there and we go to buy tickets and apparently sold out.
Boy, was that a scare.
Thanks, Timon,
Yeah.
for the hookup. Boy, was that a scare.
Yeah, we walk in, we're like, we're Timon's friends. And they're like, okay. Everyone here is Timon's friend. Everyone knows Timon here. Yeah, but they're like, oh, just buy a ticket. You had to buy a ticket online. So Jake goes online, sold out. And we're like, well, see you tomorrow, I guess. And they said, no, we'll put out 2 folding chairs for you.
Okay, great.
And we're like, that's fine. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And luckily, it was Quasiborski. It was Grandpa Quasiborski's.
Okay.
That said, you're not going to sit in those folding chairs the entire time. There's some chairs right there. You should go sit in them. And we heeded his advice.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did those were comfortable chairs.
Really nice chairs.
Solid 8.5 out of 10 comfort level on the chairs.
And the Quasimodos, great people to sit next to.
Great people.
Who did you sit next to? And what did she do at one point in the middle
Oh
of the night?
yeah. Do you know who it was? Did you see us like
Sitting
when we
next
were
to
sitting-
Brad.
I
She
know-
looked like a librarian.
It was her daughter was one of the maids, the best maid in the play. She said. So I'm here for the best maid in the play.
cool.
Yeah.
Wait, was it a Quasiborski?
No, it
No,
was
no,
not.
that was my side.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, but this woman, first of all,
Should know, but
you would have thought the Beatles walked into that theater. My gosh, like I've never felt more famous than I did that night.
I mean,
Everyone knew Timon, and so then I think everyone knew us because of it.
when I got, because you had sat down before me, when I finally sat down and I go, these are the nicest people in the world. Because I don't even know if the people I just talked to even know who I was. I think
Yeah.
they were just extremely friendly.
Yeah, maybe so.
And then even then, if like the people in front of us turned around and they're saying what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Quasimodos, they're chatting
Oh,
me up.
yeah.
They're from Iowa. Let's be friends.
Right,
You know?
Kevin, is that
yeah.
Mr. Quasi?
Kevin Quaso?
Quasi
Yes,
Daddy. He was quasi nice. No, but I didn't know that he knew us until
I didn't know.
later.
Yeah, I was just being friendly.
Yeah, but like everyone was so kind. Yeah, the woman next to us during the intermission. I mean, imagine somebody who's not good on their phone and has an Android. That's going to be a new running joke, I think. She's like pulling out her phone like Jake's doing right now and was like trying to.
I mean, this is,
what?
I have screwed up my own phone. And this is basically what
What
she
in
was
the
doing
world?
too.
Basically, she had her front-facing camera trying to be discreet, I guess, about taking a picture of just us. I mean, but was just putting the phone right in front of our face. And I was like, I'll smile for the picture if you want me to. And she's like, you guys are famous.
They're like,
I was
oh,
thanks.
Sat
Yeah.
next to you for an hour and a half.
Who was this? I would love to know who this was.
Yeah, it was one of the maids, moms.
Okay.
So, but anyway, the play itself, it was awesome. First of all, it's a British play, which I think I probably would have known that if somebody asked Jane
did not.
Austen. Pride and Prejudice, I knew was British stuff, but like I expected like, you know how like The Lion King is set in Africa, but like no one talks in an African accent.
Yeah, they're not doing a clicking sound.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is Simba, and he just talks in his normal voice. Like I thought, okay, Timon's just going to be American British guy.
No. Timon, give us a line from it.
Scott cannot be sung by a languid tongue. But yours is the first to give it a beating heart.
Oh yes,
That's
dude.
our producer.
Yes, that was honestly like I kept waiting for somebody to be like bad at their accent.
I know.
You know, because I don't know. You're one of the younger ones in the play. You said right?
Yeah.
But still, like this, it's younger. I don't know. Like I don't know how long people have been doing British accents. Yeah, so I was just like, somebody's going to be really bad eventually. Nope. They were all very good at their accent. Did you get taught any of that?
Not really. It was just kind of like, I mean, there were most of us just kind of figured it out, you know?
Yeah.
Go watch
That's
Pride and Prejudice
impressive.
and come
Exactly.
back. And,
I mean, yeah, and
Or Sense and
I
Sensibility.
grew up on like audiobooks, like
Yeah.
that had like British accents. That's like where I would have gotten mine probably.
That's what Mrs. What's her name?
Kwazaborski?
Yeah. What's her first name though? It's
Amra?
Amra. Yep.
camera.
Camera. Yeah, front-facing Amara. She said that she watched a lot of BBC with her kids, and so she's like, "I'm very into this." My husband, he's here. He's here to support his daughter.
David Attenborough. Drone shots.
Sense and sensibility.
Before it's been unkempt.
But man, yeah, it was awesome. I'll say this for the play. I don't know how long let's say the page. Let's look it up real fast. How many pages are Sense and Sensibility? Because I bet it's 500 pages, and I could have told you that from the length of the play.
It was like we probably went an hour 45, and there was like, all right, intermission.
Yeah.
So it's like, whew,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
a good amount of time to
Yeah.
break for halfway through.
Yeah.
And then
But I was like, well, the second half's always a little bit shorter.
it's always quite a bit shorter.
Yeah.
And then we're at like total like 2.5 hours, and there is part of me that's like, I wonder if this is the end. But it's like, I mean, we got a lot of loose ends to
If
tie
this
up.
is the end, then this story sucks.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
like
say.
it needs to resolve. Like,
Mary Ann's about to die. Right. I'm worried about her.
Mary Ann's struggling over there. Yeah.
Which Mary Ann, what's her name again?
Josie?
Josie. She, the Evolve videography guys, they sent me some footage of when you and Timon were singing, and when you guys were singing that Backstreet Boys song. She is in the audience. They cut to her, and she's in the audience singing every word at
Yes,
the top
Josie.
of her lungs. So
Yeah.
Mary Ann's alive and well. It was really fun to see that.
Full circle, Josie dating Kwazakorskis.
No, Kwazaborski.
Noah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Noah,
Yeah.
who was the one who took a picture with me at the PGA show?
Yep.
Or
Yes.
the whatever that was.
And then took a picture with me at his church's like picnic thing, and then knows Timon, so he's like the only one that's got a selfie with all three.
wow.
Or like in the wild. Yeah.
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 And his younger brother is Seth. Is that right?
Yes.
Seth, cool guy. I learned that. I was like, Seth, do you do a lot of stuff here? Seth is, I think, a freshman. And he's like, no, I take a lot of the improv classes here. I was like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
you can just take third-party high school improv? I didn't know this existed. That's so fun. He's like, yeah, I really like it. And I was like, can I do it?
Yeah, we could learn some things from you probably.
Can I
Seth.
join?
Yeah.
Is there like a 18 and up? Or-
Like Seth, do you ever start sentences without knowing exactly what the punchline is going to be, or is that like a bad thing to do in improv?
I mean, that seems great to me. Set
Yeah.
yourself up for success at least.
Right.
Yes, and
Oh boy, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Just a second.
you guys keep going. I'll think of it.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
Construction.
But yeah, it was so fun. I think it was doubly fun knowing more people than just Timon in the play.
I'm glad I knew Graydon, Zach, and
Yeah.
Oliver.
Graydon, Zach, and that light-haired kid,
It'll come to me.
the Colonel. Was he Colonel?
Colonel.
Yes,
Yeah.
Colonel Brandon. yeah.
Didn't
Colonel
love
Brandon.
Colonel in the play. Didn't
No?
love his character. In the end, sure.
Sure.
But I mean, I was rooting for Timon Act
Bro.
1. Yeah.
Dude, okay, yeah. So yeah, like Graydon, Zach, and Oliver are all come out there way before Timon does. And so
Yeah.
every time the lights go out, which we'll talk about,
Yeah, I heard that.
every time the lights go out, you see somebody like kind of come out on the stage. It's like, I think that's Timon. That's our guy. Here it comes. Here's our time. And it took like what, 5 scenes before you came out?
Probably 45
Scene
minutes.
5.
Was it?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Good job.
But boy, was it worth the wait.
Oh, he came out there, first of all, wearing the same vest that he did the roast in. I was like, I recognize that.
Yep. He said, he's like, I'm going to wear that same vest. But I mean, Timon's character is supposed to be the stud, kind of like womanizer. And you did, dude. You looked like, I was like, Timon's a good looking kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looked tall.
Yeah, you look tall.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like those boots really like elongated you, I think, or something, which aren't even real boots. You showed me.
yeah,
later.
just fake boot covers.
Fake boot covers. And I mean, Timon had an attitude to him, a swagger to him that was unmatched.
A British swagger.
A British swagger. And then, so he comes out, I don't remember exactly, like you introduce yourself somehow to somebody, like basically you're wooing Marianne, right? And then the next scene, I think, or maybe it's 2 scenes, they're like in the living room or wherever they are, like whatever the scene is, and Timon's on the ground, like with his arm up against a bench, just like singing along to these like merry old songs.
One knee is up, I think.
Oh man,
Brad went full dad mode.
I didn't know what the rules were on cameras, but I was like, I gotta take a picture of this. This is the most amazing like look ever.
And then Quasimodo was like, gonna use that, I bet.
Yeah.
I was like, does he?
Okay, he might know who we are.
Yeah.
Turns out everyone knew who we were. Yeah, dude, Timon was so good. What is that like? Can you give us a taste of the song or whatever you're singing in that part?
Where like Marianne's playing the piano and stuff.
Yes, and you're just, I mean, like you're just like so like perched back and just like looking into the sky like the good old days of like, I love this song, you know.
Love the countryside.
Yeah. You just want me to sing a line from the song?
100% I do. Sing as many lines as you want.
How does it start? It's like already it's like all left me because I don't have to remember it anymore.
Yeah, it's like you crammed for a test.
Yeah.
But how does it even start?
Let's
Dude,
see. I took a live photo of it so we can listen to 3 seconds and then we can get it from there. How about that for some resourcefulness?
I wasn't singing at that point.
Well, Timon, it'll come back to you when you listen to it. I promise.
It's like a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent, a heart whose love is mine.
Quite the range.
I mean, like, and he's got his fists like kind of like it's like he's singing like an old battle song from back when he was at war. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so funny.
We got to meet Timon's mom.
Yes.
Maria?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mama Imsh.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah, I was, I think, too excited to meet her. I might have been 10 times more. I think I needed to cool it down a little bit.
Did you hug?
I didn't hug.
No?
But like metaphysically, I feel like I hugged.
With your
big time.
eyes, you were like, I am so excited to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of that. Yeah, I was just pumped to see it. I was like, it's so fun when you know someone for so long. It's like, yeah, I'm pumped to meet who made this.
Well, yeah, and it's so fun to like brag on somebody else's kids.
That's what I was really excited to do.
It's like, your son, you should be so proud of him in a million ways. I'm sure you are, but let me just tell you, he's awesome.
I went on for about 5 minutes doing a little Timon monologue. She's like, well, we definitely tell him he needs to stay humble. And I was like, no, I think he is. I was like, I'm the one telling him, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, I told her, I was like, no, just like last week on the podcast, I asked Timon if it like Grande Booth unlocked or unleashed anything. And he said, no.
Yeah.
It's good being a production guy.
Just enjoying himself. Yeah.
So,
yeah. I also like multiple times, I think it was just like, thank you for trusting us. Like,
I said that too. I was like, thanks for letting him come over.
And then I think eventually she was like, should I have trusted you? Like, you're really surprised that I'm doing this. Like,
seriously, I cannot believe you let him do the things he does.
Wild. Yeah. I mean, if you only knew what goes on in that podcast studio. No, but yeah, she was great. Everything was great. But let's talk about Timon, and maybe you already know all this, but our favorite part of the entire night was in between scenes. So,
which was it? Is it the director doing that every time? Okay.
Director. Do you know what we're talking about?
I think so.
I wrote down 3 words: torchlight lady.
Yeah. So I mean, it's dark. Like it's dark enough that we couldn't tell if it's Timon or not coming out on in between scenes. It's dark.
You can see some shadows.
You can see things going on. They're changing stuff up. And when the scene's about to start, like when everything's set
They're done moving the table. Everyone's in place.
Everyone's in place. Everyone else is off the stage.
But that's not good enough.
This director, she had like one of those like electric candles, like just whatever battery powered
I feel
candles.
like Christmas time, you see them a lot as decor, maybe.
Sure. And that was what she used to signal to the person in the back to put the lights up. But yeah, you would have thought she was, I don't know.
747 was coming down and we got to park this thing.
747 was an emergency coming down. Like it wasn't like it was always like, I mean, ready for this time? You got a good shot of this?
Yep.
It was like this.
Every now and then there was some horizontal movement too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
this little cross, doing a quick Hail Mary with the torch.
And so, at first, like, we were like, okay, that's
kind of fun.
And then I kind of whispered Jake, like, is that kind of funny to you? He's like, that's hilarious. And then, we were like, not really ranking them, but like every once in a while, Jake would be like, "Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one." Oh,
because it was the speed of it.
Yes,
because it was like she would close the door, but then would leave like 6 inches for her arm, and it's just going nuts, and then shut the door.
Oh man, and I love the fact that you can see her shutting the door. Like,
right,
yeah,
right,
you know it's over.
Yes, 100%. Oh, it was awesome. And the music was going while she did it.
Hurting my shoulder doing this so rapidly.
Your rotator cuff is messed up. Oh yeah. So that was like
that was a really good part.
That was like an inside joke between Jake and I of like no one else seemed to be
no one else cared.
It,
But yeah, I'd elbow Brad like that. You check that one.
Yeah,
out.
the Kawasaki's were not excited about it, but
yeah, I wasn't elbowing him, but
oh man, yeah,
that was fun. And then I just wrote down we got to see Midgie in action.
Yeah, Midgie. Bemidji, yeah, she was awesome. I honestly like. Maybe I just am imaginative enough where I envelop myself into the play. But I was like,
did you?
I like this girl. Like she seems like a wonderful girl. But I don't know if she is. Maybe it's just her character. But like, I was like, this is a high character girl right here.
Do you want to explain maybe why her name is Midgie to us?
I think it's just what her parents called her. She was born a little
Simple
premature. No,
it's either Midgie or Preemie.
Yeah. So her real name is Maisie, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And we were practicing. Timon and his friends and I were practicing for Grand Debut, the first song we all did together, and they were talking about different people that were going to come, and I was like, oh, and I know that Timon had talked about Maisie before, his friend Maisie, and so I was like, but I couldn't remember her name, so I was like, oh, is one of your friends? What's her name? Is it Midgie? It's not Midgie. And so all of his friends just thought it was amazing, and so now we just call her Midgie.
I just remember like all of my friends just being silent and looking confused, and then Zach just goes, Maisie? It was so funny.
Does she know that we call her Midgie?
Yeah.
Have we told her that? Okay.
Yeah. I did for a while. I thought it'd be really funny if we just like referred to her as Midgie, like when she's around and she just does not know like that we're talking about.
Right,
Call her a different name.
But
code names for people.
yeah, she knows.
Midge. Yeah. Everyone did such a good. I was very impressed. Not that I had like low standards like coming into it, but I mean, strip mall, you lower your standards a little bit.
You have to.
But I knew Timon was so skilled and like all these other, like Graydon. You talked about Graydon. Like,
I was going to give out some character qualities or something. Maybe.
Yeah, please. Well, let me explain his character. What's his character's name again?
Edward Ferrers.
Yes, Edward. Yeah, I mean, his character in the play is just very like
anxious.
Doesn't have game. Basically, he's the anti Willoughby.
Yeah.
And but he's also the one that you fall in love with. Like that's the guy that is the guy.
Good guy.
Him and Colonel Brandon. And yeah, Graydon just played it to a T.
He did a really good job being like just kind of socially anxious the whll time.
Like
yeah.
Just like
that's fine.
Couldn't quite still couldn't find all the words. couldn't get more than a few words in a time. Had to keep looking around to make sure he was saying the right thing.
That looks a little bit more like Tourette's than what Rain was doing.
Not that far off.
I think you did a pretty good job. You did better than I.
Maybe I did a little too much. maybe I did a little too much.
I feel like Graydon had really exceptional, like subtle physical comedy.
Yeah.
Or not comedy, physical, just like acting or whatever. Yeah. Zach, on the other hand, brought so much humor.
My gosh.
To his part. He was awesome. He was so funny.
So Zach's like the bigger guy. Not like, he's muscular.
Stout.
Unit, absolute unit.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been funny if I didn't know Zach. But since we've hung out with him a little bit, it was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I really liked watching him.
Was he supposed to be a grandpa?
He was like,
or how old was he supposed to be?
Probably 60s or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will say that was the most difficult part.
A little tricky.
Was like,
You
okay,
got a bunch of high schoolers, a couple adults thrown in.
Like he was supposed to be like a 60-year-old, but then there was another woman that was supposed to be like 90, right?
Maybe.
Or something like that, like older than him.
Yes. Yeah.
Which that woman, big Trey Kennedy fan, talked to her after the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, didn't even realize that he was in Kansas City.
Yep.
Big Trey Kennedy fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out Zach, hilarious, and then shout out. Already forgot her name again. Josie. I thought Josie killed it.
Josie, Marianne.
I think I give her MVP.
That's
Sorry,
what I'm
Midge.
saying. Like, if I meet those girls, it's going to shatter my perception of them because I'm like, Josie, Marianne. Yeah, she was great.
Almost died.
You think she was better than Midge?
I give it to Marianne.
I don't know, man. You really respect Midge the whole time, though. Like she has her head on her shoulder. She's not getting wooed by all these guys over here.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying like the performance. I thought.
Oh, they were both. Yeah, that's fair.
I thought Jose just barely edged out old Midjo.
Yep, and Oliver did great too. Midjo, old Midjo.
Midjo was her name.
Oh, and then there were ghosties in the crowd.
Oh yeah, they were at Grandezvous.
Yeah, Paul Bryant Holyfield.
Yeah,
and Arena, his
looks
wife.
just like his name.
And we get there and we were like, no way, are you here just for Timon? And they weren't. They were here for their friend.
Someone they go to church with.
Yeah, but so fun.
Well, that was a good start to the podcast.
That was
a good recap.
Yeah.
I just wrote down in my notes, Timon was so perfect. So I just want you to know, Timon, you did such a good job.
Thank you.
Genuinely, it was awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, dude. It was great. We left, like, Jake was like on a high. He was like, that was so fun. That was awesome.
I could have stayed there for another hour talking to those people. They were so great.
And it just reminded me a little bit of like youth ministry to an extent of like,
It was, yeah.
We're just hanging out with like there's an energy to teenagers, you know, like there's an energy to high school kids that's like, yeah, like everyone's just excited to like give their 2 cents about stuff.
And it was good for you and I to kind of get to use some of those Gen Z words that Scott was telling us about.
Yeah, we were like, dude, that play was bussin'. No cat, fax all printers. No printers, whatever. Right? Well, that was you. That wasn't me.
I heard you, saying bussin' a lot.
Which Timon's mom didn't really understand it, but that's what I said.
I was like, shoot, I should be telling Graydon this.
Yeah, Timon is low key, like amazing. Yeah.
His whole thing was lit. Torch Lady was lit.
Torch Lady was electronically lit. Oh man, just do they do that every time?
No, really? I don't think so. This isn't kind of a new thing. It's like, it was small enough of a production. We didn't have like walkie-talkies or anything. So it's like, I mean, just give it a little light up with the candle.
Yeah. Like if it were just a quick like flicker, that's fine. I think flicker, whatever. But just so dramatic.
I remember someone backstage being like, they're laughing at Rebecca with the
No way.
No way they heard us.
They said that?
I don't think it was Friday night. I don't think it was like you guys.
Okay.
But I think other shows, people really thought, like, kind of did think it was
Really?
funny. And it was like, they're not supposed to laugh at this.
I was going to say, I don't think
This
we
isn't
were
funny.
laughing that loud. We were just quiet. Like, that was awesome.
Oh, I will say, it kind of along the lines of like Jake last time when you were talking about how like the stand-up show is probably like one of the most quiet like ever. The Friday night show that you guys were at, dead crowd compared to like the other 3
Really?
shows.
Really?
Like, other 3 shows, everyone was just dying laughing at stuff and just like.
Isn't that interesting how you could do
Cheering
the
and
same
stuff?
thing night to night and just crowds are just different?
Oh yeah,
So weird.
And what's interesting is it's usually is matinee crowds that are like dead because it's like middle of the afternoon, like they're I don't know, but the matinee even was just like going crazy.
It was bussin'.
Friday night that was just not. It wasn't busting.
Sorry.
I will say in comedy, the late Friday shows are always our worst shows of the weekend. Something to do. I think I've talked about this
People
before
are
on the
tired.
podcast, but
People
yeah,
work
it's
week.
been all week. It's late.
Yeah.
Whereas like Saturday, maybe they slept in a little bit. They're fired up. Saturday shows are always great, but late Friday, sus, dude.
Timon, give us your review of how everything went for the play.
I think it went really great. I think it
Yeah.
was. It was kind of surprising how great it did go, considering like how last minute some of the things were thrown together. But like the last like 3 days of rehearsals, just like brought everything to where it needed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was leading up to it. I was like a little nervous, but then it was yeah.
There were a few times where I was like, whoa, they're doing like a choreographed like dance number over here, and I'm just listening to dialogue right here. I was like, I need to appreciate whatever's going on here more. People asked on the Facebook page if I cried. I did not cry, Timon, just letting you know, but I was very proud of you.
Thank
so
you.
just let you know.
Maybe cry next time, please.
Saturday show, there are a lot of tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Graydon was going up there bowing at the end.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Last thing about the play, and then we can move on. I'm curious about the financial or like that. Like, do you get paid to do this? Do you have to pay to do this?
Pay to
like
do
because
it.
we paid for tickets. Where does that money go?
It's the people in it pay to do it. Like just like a fairly small fee to just
Okay.
like get into it. But yeah, it'd be nice to get paid for it. But
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not like a paid thing.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yep.
All right.
Also, Jake got roasted for his short shorts, which I didn't even notice until later.
I feel like they photographed shorter than they were.
They definitely did.
I feel like they didn't look that weird in person.
No, I didn't. I didn't think twice about them in person. But then you posted a picture of the three of us.
Who took our picture? Timon's mom? Is
Yeah.
she who to blame? She
Is
did
that
something.
it?
She did something.
She photoshopped it real quick.
Real fast.
quickly.
Really fast. Yeah.
They did look really short, and I was like, I didn't notice them at all. I think I would have noticed them if they were short.
Also, you guys will be all right if I wear short shorts. It's all
Oh,
good.
people might be stumbling.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah.
Oh, leg hair.
Oh, not his thigh. No.
Anyway, a couple things I want to talk about. One, Main Street Roasters. Quick disclaimer, side effect. Do you see Madison McCullough posted in the Facebook group? She was like, I was up at like 3 a.m. I was buzzing on my Main Street Roasters.
Yep.
Something happened and she apparently accidentally deleted me from the Schmores vote from last week.
What?
Yeah. So
Which, like the iPhone one?
iPhone features
Does
one.
this mean I am now winning?
I guess so. I had like 60% of the vote,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
you had it pretty.
Main Street Roasters caused her
Okay.
to delete me.
So
So
don't-
just FYI.
Don't roast and schmores.
Yeah, in a
Roast
way,
and
she
s'mores.
roasted and then roasted.
Yeah, she did.
Double jeopardy.
She roasted too long. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just be careful. It will have you buzzing. But we, as long as major roasters, are not accountable for what your fingers do after that.
Yes.
Thumbs included.
Right. But get their coffee.
But
drink
they
their
are a
coffee.
great coffee shop.
So many different great options on mainstreetroasters.com for coffee flavors and whatnot. So check them out. They got a promo code for 10% off with GRKC.
GRKZ. Check them out on Instagram too. Why not?
They have, I want them, they have at their actual shop, they have a name of the day that I think gets a free coffee. And just once, I want them to put Timon in there. Just once.
It's fun that they do that.
Yeah. I know. How fun is that? So if you see your name and you're within 3 hours of them,
You gotta
you
go.
gotta go. So
And if you don't like coffee, get it for somebody else. They got gift cards.
people love coffee.
It's a good gift.
People, yeah, absolutely. It's thoughtful. And I've been getting more and more passionate about family-owned businesses, and this is a wonderful family that has been running this business and doing a great job with it. So support small families, support Main Street Roasters, mainstreetroasters.com.
Nice. Perfect segue. Talk about Integrated. How was it?
Integrated was great. As a reminder, it's this fatherhood group that I'm in. The whole idea is like integrating faith, family, and business. So all these people that are there, 95% of them are business owners. And if not, they're leaders with flexibility that can be more intentional about integrating their families into their works and their lives. And it's not as much about work-life balance as much as it is work-life integration. So it was really good. It was different this year because it's getting bigger. It is now like 85 people in this thing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whereas before, I think when I started, it was like 35 maybe. And so on one hand, it's awesome because you're meeting all these really cool people that are doing really cool things. There's there's a few YouTubers that I've never even heard of. Have you heard of Jay Stu?
No.
You heard of him, Timon? Mm-mm. He's got 7-some million followers
Jeez.
or subsubscribers. And I think he's just like, he's kind of like a Mr. Beast style, like fun.
challenge videos.
I think a lot of kids like him. Him and this guy named Zealous
Jeez.
is another one.
Have heard of him.
You have heard of him?
Yeah.
His name's Matthew, but yeah, his YouTube is Zealous. Both those guys are like, yeah, just it was cool to like talk content with these guys. There was another YouTube strategist that joined who's like,
I would love that.
yeah, really close friends with like any YouTube person you could ever imagine. And so just talking about branding and talking about, how to tell your story in your YouTube channel and all that stuff. And so had some really cool talks, and it was cool. Like,
How old is this zealous guy? Kind of looks like Oliver.
he's young. He's
Yeah.
23, I think.
Okay.
Not even married yet. But he's in this group for fathers. And so on some levels, it's like wildly like, what are you doing? But on the other, like he was giving great insight to things.
Cool.
But both those guys, which I felt really cool about, like they were like, wait, I've seen a bunch of your videos before.
Oh, cool.
And it's like, oh, that's fun that somebody that big like knows who we are. So anyway, but like it was a different vibe because it was so big. It felt more like a conference than a like more intimate meetup kind
I
of
see.
thing. But John Tyson was there. John Tyson spoke. He's a wonderful pastor from New York City. He's Australian. And so, I mean, he just gave really cool things about I don't know, just really cool
Kangaroos?
insight.
Oh.
Yeah, kangaroos. He's the one. Have we talked about how he talked a couple years ago about how Americans use such violent language for like doing well?
Oh yeah.
You're crushing it.
Yeah.
You're dominating. You're killing it. Yeah, whatever. All these different things. He thinks it's so funny, but he was wonderful. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's hard to summarize. I'll probably try to do some more Patreon content for it or something
Cool.
with all the fun stuff, or like all the deeper like fatherhood stuff. But just came out of it with the motivation to continue to be intentional with my family, grow a deeper vision. Think deeper than just 15 years down the line. It's like, hey, don't. Like the goal should not be for you to raise your kids for 18 years and then they leave your life forever. The goal should be like to integrate your children into, or at least give them opportunities to integrate into your business in the future, whatever that looks like. So,
can you give us like one or two bullet points? Like what do you feel fired up about like this week? Like I'm excited to get back and start doing this thing, implement this.
I mean, okay. One of the things is Genesis 1:28, be fruitful and multiply. Honestly, no.
Fired up. Hey, Catherine! I found a verse.
Coming in hot. But the idea
You're
of
following her around the house. Genesis 1:28. Come back here. Genesis 1:28. It says it.
I told you. Told you this would change me.
Wait, would you run away from God like this?
No, but that was like the first night was Jeremy Pryor is this wonderful guy, mentor of mine, somebody I look up to. Yeah, be fruitful and multiply is not a command in the Bible as much as it is a blessing of the Bible. And it says, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. And I was like, what does subdue mean? I think, in my interpretation, it means like to govern well, to rule over the world in a very, not rule, I'm not ruling over the world, but like as Christians, we have a blessing to have children and to create families that are going to make a difference for Jesus. And so
subdue, quick definition, overcome or bring under control.
Bring under control. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that pumped me up. More practically, I'm excited to intentionally like have some rhythms in our week where Catherine and I have a meeting every week, like almost like a business meeting, not super exciting, not nearly as sexy as, Genesis 1:28, but, something that's like, hey, let's make sure we're on the same page and let's have intentional, practices in place to do that. And then just the idea of, I don't know, just implementing traditions and rhythms within our family, like yearly traditions that I think are going to be exciting. Jeremy's funny. Jeremy's like so into Jewish culture because he like lived in Israel for a while and is like really into like ancient holidays, biblical holidays within the Jewish culture. And so he's like, you guys should do these holidays. And on some levels, I'm like, I don't know if we're going to add any more holidays.
Like, that's a lot of gifts for 3 kids.
Yeah, but it's like, it'd be cool not to celebrate holidays that are just commercialized, but celebrate them that are, more centered just solely around Jesus and the gospel. And so he's got all these different ideas. So I don't know if I'm going to implement them exactly like he wanted me to, but
we got one coming up. Any Jewish holidays that you know about?
Sukkot is coming up.
Oh, hey, get your Main Street Roasters for Sukkot around the corner.
Yep. I think that's in like September. So check it out. Sukkot. Also like, I don't understand them completely, but I think Sukkot is something where you like have like some sort of tent or something. It's odd. I mean, it's
kind of a coat
ancient
around you.
And so TJ was like, that should be your business is you just build Sukkot tents for people.
Dude, why don't you just do that full time?
That's easy, right? You're a woodworker. But no, overall, it was a wonderful time. TJ was sick. TJ was sick last year and this year. I think it's like an altitude thing because he lives in sea level now. And so he's like really sensitive or something to it. I don't know. So that was kind of a bummer because I felt sad because he was sad. But overall, we played pickleball every day.
Every day.
And you've met Bethke. Bethke. He's just a funny guy. Like, just like can't stop talking kind of thing. And that translates over to the pickleball court well.
Good. I like that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
He would fit in good with our friend group. I feel like we don't stop talking when we're playing pickleball.
Oh, bro. Yeah. And I feel like most people that I was playing with TJ, my friend Ian, who also lives on Maui with them, and Bethke, the first day we were there, and they're all used to playing with them. And so they were just letting them talk and not responding. But I couldn't not respond.
Yeah.
Because like I hit it. There would be a time where like I would hit it and I'll be like, dang it, that one was going out. He's like, that one wasn't going out. That one wasn't going out. I was like, yes, it was. And like, there's just no like arguing with him. He's just like, no, I was putting topspin on it, dude. I know you think it's going out, but I was putting topspin on that. It was going in. And I just couldn't help myself. But like, yes, it was, dude.
How was the competition? How was everybody at pickleball?
Fine. You know how like, not great. But when you play with somebody that's not very experienced in the strategy, sometimes it messes with you more because they're not doing what you anticipate.
Oh
them
yeah,
doing.
like you drop it in, but they don't come to the kitchen with you.
Yes.
Now you're screwed.
It's like, what are you doing here? Yeah. But yeah, overall, I did not play great. I did not represent our pickleball community here very well, but had a lot of fun playing. Yeah. Anyway,
That's fine. Speaking of pickleball, real quick, I got a text on my birthday this past Sunday, and it was just like this random guy. I don't even know how he got my number, but he's like, "Hey, my name's Aaron. I know who you are through some like Kanakuk circles. I just moved to Kansas City. I'm joining this pickleball league. You want to play with me?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yep,
I'm in." He's
100%.
like, "Actually," and I was like, "Yeah,
Why not?
Sounds good.
Say yes.
Let's do it." And anyway, then a couple days later, he was like, "Dude, bad news. I called the league, told them we're in, and they said not enough people signed up, so they're not doing a league anymore."
Oh,
It's
bummer.
like, dang, that would have been fun.
Next time, Aaron, recruit some people. Let us know. We'll all just join the league
I was gonna say, yeah.
or
but
create our own.
So I was like, well, dude, let's play anyway. And so then I think 2 nights ago, me, him, and Isaac and Peter all played.
Fun.
And yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah?
He's good at pickleball. So I was like, yeah, you just got to start playing with us. We'll just have our
Cool.
own league or whatever.
That would be
But
fun.
yeah, we got a new friend while you were gone.
Aaron, what's Aaron's last name?
Whited,
Whited.
I think. I've never heard him say it, but he just spelled it one
Okay.
time when he
Cool.
met me.
Fun.
And yeah, it was great. He's married, just moved to Kansas City. I asked him who his wife was, and he's like, her name's Celia, her main name is Rose. And I go, oh yeah, she's from St. Louis. And he's like, yeah, how do you know that? And I was like, I don't know. Jeez, how do I know that?
You just
it was like a
have-
really weird, like as like some Slumdog moment where I was
Yeah.
like, where did I just pull that from?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry, this is weird. I don't know. I don't even know if I know her. I eventually think I was traced it back. I think when I worked for K-Life, we would go down to Branson for Young Christians Weekend. I think St. Louis K-Life was there with us or something.
Okay.
Weird part of the brain or
Yeah.
something. But for a while, I was a perv ball. I feel like I was like, oh yeah,
because
Celia.
she was a high schooler.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah. I had a similar like randomly yesterday. Adam Busby, another guy in the group, mentioned he's like, yeah, I've been to Wichita Falls, Texas once. I don't know how we were talking about that, and I was like, I don't know why I remember this, but you went to Wichita Falls to pick up a generator for a brand deal. And he's like, you're totally right. I don't know. I was like, I just remember you told me that one time.
Yeah, that's what you said. So I remembered it.
Anyway, but yeah, it was a great time. I do have a little segment. As far as like the serious stuff, we could get into the serious stuff of integrated on Patreon or something. But one night, just hanging out, we just shot the breeze with some goofy Ghostrunners type things. As far as basically half-baked business ideas is what we were calling them.
Oh, love that.
And so we came up with quite a few. Some of them that should not be said on the podcast, probably.
You were coming up with them on the fly, or like, hey, if anyone has had any.
Some of them. So one guy was kind of leading. His name's Mark Parrott. He has a podcast called Abraham's Wallet. If you're interested in finances, he's awesome. He's a great guy. But he kind of had some, I feel like, in the hopper. But then Chad Masters, another friend of ours, he was kind of throwing stuff in. And I hear like my name across the room, like, Brad, you got to come over.
You would love this.
Yeah, because they love the WNBA idea.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they think that's like the
Pluck of the
crown
game.
jewel of all these ideas. So
Crown jewel.
they're like, I mean, you nailed on the head with the pluck. Like they always do the pluck thing. But these are just some of them. And I just want to just rapid fire go through these. Let me know your thoughts on them.
Okay, fun.
Either of you, Timon, you too. Okay. So let's see. One of them, we called it Plinko U. Okay.
Great name already.
So,
yeah.
So, and this one seemed like it's a little bit abstract. In my head, what it is you go to this university, freshman orientation, first day, you have this big Plinko board and you drop your thing in there. And wherever it lands, that's what you're going to study. So you might be a lawyer, you might study, art, you might be a janitor, like whatever it is. And then there's another one that's like
Scholarship
for which dorm you're going to live in, all these different things. And so I talked about we're just going around the circle, like, okay, there could be macro Plinko you stuff, and then they're micro every single day. Like you drop it in, they're like, I guess I'm a celiac today. You know? Okay, I get $5 for lunch today. I get $30 for lunch today.
Alopecia?
No!
I gotta shave?
Come on! Alopecia. Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's Plinko you.
That's Plinko you for you. If you didn't like it, you shouldn't have signed up.
Micro for diseases or drinks or anything. Yeah, that's funny.
So that's Plinko you. Another one that a guy came up with was, he's like, okay, you know, and I'm not going to say his name because it's kind of a silly thing that maybe he doesn't want everyone to know, but he's a big old, I think he played in the NFL at one point, like, but yeah, awesome, big old athlete and big black dude. And he's like, okay, you know, like when you're at somebody else's house and you got to go to the bathroom, but it sounds really loud when you're in there. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm kind of self-conscious about that. So I think you should do something called a tinkle buffer spray. And I was like, okay. He's like, you spray it in the toilet and it foams up. And then when you go number one, people can't hear it as much. I was like, you got like a silencer for your pee, basically? He's like, yeah, exactly.
There's like an attachment like on the end of it. Like, all right, put my silencer on.
I was like, okay, but the negative thing about you spraying like a shaving cream basically in the toilet is you're gonna hear that too, and people are gonna be like, what in the world is he doing in there?
Oh, that's his silencer. Keeping it inconspicuous
Right.
in there. Yeah.
You hear that? That's his silencer.
So that's another one, tinkle buffer spray.
Real quick on that, I actually I was on the phone with someone yesterday and it was like, this call is going for a while. I gotta pee.
Yes.
But you can take care of it, and I'll tell you how. And ghosties are gonna be like, oh, classic Jake. You sit down and pee on the bowl part. I didn't have to mute it. No one knew at all that I was peeing during that phone call.
Pee on the bowl, yeah. When you said pee on the bowl part, I was like, well, don't do that. It's a mess.
Sorry. The internal bowl, like the ceramic part. You
Yes.
don't pee on the water.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
so quiet.
Yes.
Well, I always try to go around the bowl anyway.
If you're standing up,
Most of the time.
really, I feel like the water's the bullseye.
I go for the end zone, the back.
You're trying to like coffin corner punt it.
Yeah,
See if I can punt
100%.
on the 1 yard line.
100%.
Pin them deep.
Yeah. Okay, that'll transition into the next one, which we've kind of talked about this one to an extent on the podcast a while back. But I said like a live casino, basically average Joes against professional athletes, where you can either participate and or bet on other people. And so like let's say like you got a baseball diamond and you walk up to the plate and you're up against a major league pitcher, and people stop me and they're like, you wouldn't even make contact on this pitcher.
Great.
I was
Bet-
like,
bet
great,
on it.
bet against me. I was like, you bet $5, you win, 25 cents if I don't get a hit. But if you bet $5, I do get a hit, you win $1,000 or whatever it is, like crazy odds. And so we were talking about like that, like soccer shootout goals. And I was like, what if you did a kickoff return and you get 7 yards? Like, will you get 7 yards on a kickoff return? Not only would it be fun to participate, but it'd be hilarious, like if they're live streamed somehow. Like if you can live bet on this from your house, from your computer, on your phone.
This is my favorite one.
And but you have no profile on the guy. You just get a look at him, and so you see me out there.
His
and
name's
you're just
Paul Bryant Holyfield. I don't know.
You don't even know if he's going to catch the kickoff.
Yeah.
And so they're all Could you score in basketball? Could you get a first down if you get 4 downs as a quarterback?
Yeah. How long could you ride on bull riding?
Right.
Like, over under 1.5 seconds.
Right.
That's basically just getting out of the gate.
Sure.
Can you hang on getting out of the gate?
Right.
That's fun. Every sport.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, can Michael Phelps do like 4 times the length that you can?
Sure.
Like, can he do 200 before you do 50?
Yeah, it's kind of like last week on the 2 mile run. Like, could you
Yeah.
run a mile in the time that this guy does too? Or could you return a serve from a tennis player?
No.
I don't think so, but just in case.
Did you see that? I feel like it went viral. There was a fantasy football league where they decided the draft order because they all bet on how fast the 2.5-year-old would run a 40-yard dash. And so they all had times, and it was pretty funny. Yeah, it went viral. And of course, one guy guessed like 8 seconds. And the top comment was like, okay, that guy has no idea how 2-year-olds work. Like, he's
8
just like,
seconds.
yeah, maybe he'll really understand the assignment and
Right.
run pretty quick.
Right. Did the 2-year-old like stop halfway through?
He fell one time.
Okay,
And I think he ended up at like 25 seconds or something.
That's fun. I should run a 40-yard dash with Bo.
Yeah.
I bet I could beat him, but I'm not positive. No.
I bet I could take
What
him.
would you, if you had to participate in one of those sports in order to win some money, what would you do?
Oh, good question.
Let's say the odds are all 100 to 1.
I might kick return is the first one that stands out.
Okay.
I think I could catch it. I would get destroyed. I mean,
and that's the other thing you got to think about is like you're assuming a lot of risk on your body as well.
That is, yeah. Which that would be crazy too. It's like, all right, how long can he last against a washed up Mike Tyson?
Right.
It's like,
oh yeah, we talked about that one too.
Boxing would be fun. UFC, wrestling, all of them are pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
So maybe I do one that's not super dangerous. Just like, can I get one ping pong point?
Yeah.
Like he's got to go to 20. I got to get to 1.
And you just smack it as hard as you can.
Yeah,
surely one of them's going to graze the edge.
Yeah, maybe I do that. I mean, if we can get pro pickleballers in there, I feel like maybe they screw up one time.
Sure.
Against me.
Yeah.
I had to play against some recently. I don't know if we talked about that when we last recorded, but we did a video against some of the pros.
Yep.
These guys are both top 10 in the world, and it was like a game where like as we play them in singles, and as they go, their paddle gets worse. Well, I started off, so I had to play them against an actual paddle.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, we're going to start off with a Walmart paddle. Doesn't make a huge difference if you're a professional pickleball player.
Yeah.
So I was getting torched, and so they're good. I'll say that. They're better than us.
What was the hardest? Like, was it the velocity which they hit, or was it more just like the placement of everything?
Oh, placement. Singles, you have
how
so much
fast
ground to cover, and they're so good at anticipating. And honestly, it was crazy too that how easy of a transition they made to we gave them a badminton racket. And these things are way longer, smaller sweet spot, and no problem.
Yeah.
They dominated it.
Especially if they're ex-tennis players. I don't know if they all are, but
yeah.
Wow.
The ping pong paddle they had a little trouble with. It's hard to generate, I think, speed on the size of a pickleball court
Right.
with something the size of your hand, basically. But
that's fun.
It was fun. Anyway, what would you do? What would your events be?
I mean, the probably the true answer is like a soccer, like whatever that is. What's penalty kick? But I don't know. It'd be pretty fun.
Would you be doing the kicking or the goalieing?
Oh, I'd be doing the kicking.
Okay.
And still,
I'm not good at soccer.
But kicking a ball once in a huge, those goals are huge.
Yeah, I guess I'd be interested. Let's go sometime.
Maybe I'll do like one of those quick like fake kicks and then kick it behind me thing. I bet that would work.
I would like to see that.
I have one chance I do that instead. I would also think I would like to think that if I had 4 chances to throw for a first down and I needed 10 yards total, that I could do it.
That one would just be fun to do.
It would be so fun to do.
That'd be really fun to do.
It would be awesome.
I would take a shotgun snap 15 yards back. Like, just give me some time to see the field.
15 yards back and just do a little screen, like.
Yeah. They can't get to me.
But then again, with the screens, the thing is that the offensive linemen are supposed to let the defensive guys get through.
That's fine. I got 15 yards.
No problem. Just a quick toss.
That would be really fun. I also think like if I got 100 pitches from an MLB pitcher, you would surely kind of.
But you got to get a hit, not hit the ball. Get a hit.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Especially, I mean, he could just throw like sliders at me all day, and I would just never make contact with a 90-mile-an-hour slider. I just have to get lucky.
Because you'd be like, "That's a fastball." No, it's not. No.
All right, this time he's doing fast. No,
No, it's not. It's still not a fastball.
Timon, what would your sport be?
Oh,
Against a pro.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just so bad at any sport. Maybe something soccer related.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You versus Brad.
that'd be fun.
Penalty kicks.
Yeah, just a 1-to-1. You can do it against your
But
friends.
I'm still really bad at soccer, so I don't know. I mean, there's
Yeah.
just nothing that I'm like that great at. I don't know.
That's okay.
Basketball
You're
would be
really
fun.
great. There is a lot that you're really great at.
Swimming. You could swim.
Timon's got a swimmer's
true.
body.
Yeah.
Willoughby would swim. Willoughby would do polo on the polo grounds.
Yeah, he's a stud. Country clubber.
2 more that we got here.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Yeah. Felony Land.
It's an
Where-
amusement park.
It's an amusement park. Think of amusement park meets Grand Theft Auto. So everyone else in the amusement park is a paid actor.
Whoa.
And you are basically like tasked with that's the word, successfully performing a heist. And so maybe one of the levels, one of the buildings is like a replica of the Smithsonian, and you got to try to steal something from that, or you try to steal a Declaration of Independence, or whatever it is. And Mark, he was like, and there's different spicy levels to it. Spiciness. He's like,
Spicy levels.
he's like, you do spicy level 1, you get caught. They crack open a beer, and you say, hey, you're out, you're done. Here's a beer, have fun. He's like, spicy level 10, they are beating you down until you die. Like. he's like, there's different levels here.
How are these ideas coming about? Like, is it one guy starts off with he has fully developed Felony Land ready to go, or he's like, what if there was something where you were trying to commit a heist?
Half-baked idea. So it's just like, it's a very Ghostrunners-esque like conversation where it's just like kind of like Airbnb Bark back in the day. Remember that?
Yeah. How did that go?
I don't know how we started.
Like episode 7.
But it was just like a renting dogs when you're out on the road and you just want a companion.
Yeah, Airbnb Bark.
Yeah.
So I remember I was also big on because this kind of sounds like a reality show, Felony Land. Because I was big on that. I wanted a reality show where you're trying to see who's gay.
Oh yeah.
And you were told that one person was gay.
Yes.
So everyone else is trying to act gay. And in the end, the twist is none of you were gay the whole time.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Something like that. I do remember that.
And one of you was a felon.
Yeah, Felony Land, and then we kind of had an opposite of that.
The name Felony Land.
Felony Land is awesome.
It's so funny.
Oh man, Mark had a lot of good ones. I remember another one that he called. What did he call it? I don't remember, but he called it. The idea was that it was a bar, but it was it was communist, and the idea was it's like everyone there pays the exact same amount at the end of the day, and he's like, and there's going to be a $2,500 bottle of scotch available. So you're sitting there having dinner. Will you go for the scotch or will you go for a regular thing?
I don't trust Americans to pull this off. You can maybe get away with that in I don't know where are they really really generous? Everywhere else, Africa, Norway, New Zealand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man.
I feel like I had an idea like that one time where you go to a restaurant and your dinner is free, but you have like at Chili's you get that little like dashboard kind of screen or whatever, and there's games on it. No one at Chili's ever plays the game.
Yeah.
But at this restaurant, you see your tab and it goes down as you play these games, and as you're forced to see advertisements, and as you see ads, your bill goes down.
That's a great idea. Yes.
Well. Yeah, thank you. I feel like, would it not just be overran by homeless people pretty quickly?
I don't know. I would do it.
Let's start marketing to the homeless then. Homeless ads.
Yeah. I was going to say, what's wrong with marketing to homeless people? But then they can't really convert very well if they don't have much money to buy the advertisements. But I'm like, I like this. A few more, because I just remembered more that Mark said. One of them, he had a bar called Larry O'Brien's.
Okay.
Time if you don't know, /Jake, the Larry O'Brien trophy is the trophy you get when you win the NBA Finals.
Okay.
And so he's like, the best part about anybody winning a championship ever is the champagne bath. What if you go to Larry O'Brien's and it's just a champagne, everyone's just celebrating the entire time at Larry O'Brien. Just hilarious, idea after idea. And then the last one we had was basically an Airbnb or some kind of a rental where you get to assume the role of somebody else for a day. Basically, let's say I've always wanted to be a doctor, and I've always just wanted to pretend like I'm doing surgery. And so I think it looks so cool in the shows when they wash up and then they go into the OR
to the elbow.
They push on the door and go in the OR just without touching anything with their hands, and all right, what's the situation here? or the greatest court scene you've ever imagined with You Can't Handle the Truth or whatever, and the judge banging on the gavel or something. And so we just went crazy with that of different things you could do. Professional athletes. We talked about
how do you get to be them? Maybe I missed.
You just rent. You pay for the experience.
Like a VR experience? Like they have a camera on it?
I don't know. Maybe that's your idea. But
Wait, how you pay for the experience to see them or to be them?
I don't know how. I don't know.
It's half-baked.
It's half-baked. It's not quite full form.
It's like you
I don't know.
implant the chip with the knowledge of a doctor for the day.
No, I don't know how you cool. I don't know. You obviously you can't perform open heart surgery for real. But you could go and have a bunch of actors in a courtroom and just get people all riled up, and then people cheer for you and stuff.
Just the feeling of it. Yeah, it's all it's like jury duty kind of thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone
will pretend that you're the guy.
I think that'd be so fun.
That's kind of like what it was like. It was like Discovery Centers or something. Where you could pretend to be the weatherman.
Yes. How fun! How fun would that be? Oh, I can't remember all the examples we had, but we had so many different ideas for that. So, and then one more.
Keep going.
We had plenty of them. Gabe Conti, if you guys know who that is,
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
My sister watches Jess and Gabriel.
Yes.
Used to anyway.
Yeah. Awesome.
Which sister? We know two of them now.
Older sister Anna.
Yes.
She was,
Crippled
a couple
Anna.
years ago.
Crippled. Great opening song.
Yeah, that's right. Timon's sister was in the play and was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so Gabe, he's really into those like high speed go karts. I think we talked about it before. But he loves those things, and so he's like, "What if we did basically a Mario? Like you have a helmet that has like AR, augmented reality.
Okay, yeah.
Where you can see like things on the path, like Mario Kart, basically. And so you get a shell and you can shoot it towards somebody or something. So it's like Mario Kart, but in real life.
Fun.
I know. I was like, that's actually a really good idea that we should actually do if it's possible.
You're like, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, that sounds fully baked.
That thing is
ready to go.
Ready to get out of the oven.
Ready for consumption.
So anyway, lots of half-baked ideas. We'll keep thinking of more. Let me know if you guys have any. Jake, you think of some more. It's just fun to think about those kind of things.
Yeah. I just couldn't think of the restaurant one right now, but I'll be back.
The restaurant one is really good.
You like that? Free food?
We got to think about like the cons of it. Yeah, like what's the catch here?
Yeah, I have my doubts about that.
Talk about it.
No, I just feel like, hey, you're just gonna like milk it, and you know you're not gonna like do anything with these ads unless they're just like that great of products that are in the ads. But it's like I don't know how much.
There is a fascination, like marketing wise. Sorry for cutting you off, Timon.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I had nothing else. I mean, yeah,
like
half-baked idea.
Yeah, I think like just mentally, even if you don't do anything with the ad, I think as like a marketing nerd, I'm like, they're still getting implanted in there. Like you're still, something's happening with every ad that you hear, every ad that you see.
And I think the ads would be very interactive. This isn't just watching a YouTube pre-roll, just waiting to hit skip ad. This is like, you have to move the Windex onto the glass.
Yeah.
Like your fingers, like you are touching the ad. That's valuable.
Like those mobile games that like make you play the thing.
It's something.
Like,
I don't know. Just something to get, they say that is so valuable with consumers. If you can get them touching your products, if you get them like physically interacting with it, that's so much more valuable.
This reminds me of, isn't there like a thing where you have to like sit through a presentation and then you get like a free
timeshare presentation?
Yeah, something like that.
I heard that in a stand-up bit recently.
And
this reminds me of.
Timeshares work.
I say that at the beginning of my set. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it's not free food. Maybe it's just very, very affordable, good food.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'd have to figure out the money. Like, all right, this is what your bill is. The ads can knock it down 50%. You still have to pay a little bit. You got to pay for.
That way, it's not just people just being absolute freeloaders, but it's people that recognize like Gunner would be all over this. Like people that recognize like that's a good value. I would be all over this. I would go there every night. And maybe you have affinity towards Windex now because it's like they supported this amazing, like they're innovative, like this restaurant is.
Yeah.
So, little breaking news for you, real quick.
Okay.
Shawnee Mission Park. Oh, we're near where we live. Whatever. We can tell people. Shawnee Mission Parkway in Quivira.
Shawnee Mission Parkway, Quivira. Got it.
Ish. You know where the Applebee's is?
Yeah.
Guess what that's turned into?
Whataburger, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, baby.
No way.
Oh, baby.
Can't move now.
It's going to be a drive-through only Chick-fil-A. There's going to be like an outdoor seating, but no indoor seating. Yeah.
Huh. That's fine. Oh, it'd be fun to work there, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We love working out at Chick-fil-A from time to time.
We can have fun with the drive-through working Chick-fil-A, too.
Yeah. No, not actually work there. No, I mean like work out of there.
I thought you meant like we should be employees there. I was like, okay, man. Yeah, if you want to.
No, that's still really good news.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm pumped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Timon, hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that, Time?
You can't quit. That's awesome. Those are a lot of good ideas.
Yes, thank you.
If you out there have any good ideas, maybe you need a video for it, I'd hit up the guys at Evolve Videography.
Dude, you said that they send us some footage from the Grande Boo. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is great. They do such a good job. I already have hired them more to do some Friday pickleball stuff. So, yeah, they're great. I think if I'm hiring them, you guys should hire them. If you have any needs or anything video wise, they're just such studs to work with. I know they're going to be crazy successful in this industry just because of how genuine they are and how just present they are. And the quality of their work. So,
and you hired them remotely, right? Like you took
true.
the footage and you sent it to them. So that's an option. Like they do editing as well as video production themselves.
Yeah, and I will say their editing from the couple of videos they've sent over already is like really, really fun. I'm like, dang, put some time into this.
Cool.
Like this is it really hyped me up. So yeah, they do a phenomenal job. I just can't say enough about them. They do a great job. If you need anything in the video world, they do a lot of weddings, but they'll do anything else too. If you need something. If you got a business, if you got a product, Facebook ad.
Yeah. Just as a
Car
reminder,
commercial.
they're two ghosties, two brothers that own this thing together.
Two ghosties filmed all the
Evolve.
Grande for us.
Yeah. Jensen and Tyler, they're awesome. You will have a better time at your event, at your shoot,
Yeah.
because they're there.
Yeah. The main just call to action is go to their Instagram, evolve_videography. It's linked below, but there you can find their email, phone number. They're great. They hit me back quickly too. You text them, you get a text back pretty quick.
That's an underrated quality.
Yeah. Me and Tyler, voice memoing a lot, also efficient. I like that.
Love it.
So, yeah, check them out. They're studs.
That's great.
Studs, I tell you.
Studs, evolve_videography.
Stud.
Stud.
Oh, Brad. Anyway,
How was your experience at the PPA?
it was pretty fun. That crazy heat wave was here, most of it, which I think most of America experienced, but that was nuts.
It was wild. Apparently, PPA was Professional Pickleball Association.
Yeah, they came to Kansas City.
Tournament was in Kansas City, and I heard that refs were falling
Dropping. They lost
flies.
7 one day.
Yeah.
They didn't die.
Right.
But
Heat
needed to
exhaustion.
take a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 refs died. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about it.
Because apparently it's a lot of older people, and they had to wear pants.
Yeah, I saw a lot
That's a
more
bad
fans.
combo.
Dude, pickleball is still just so funny. They bring in this guy to DJ it, but he is just blaring EDM between every set and every game. And it's just nothing but people. It's Friday at 11 a.m. So who do you think is there? Retired people. You don't need,
Right.
Calvin Harris, Tiesto, Chainsmokers remix right now.
Yeah.
I think you can play Brown Eyed Girl.
You could play Billy Joel and be just fine.
They'll be fired up. So it's so funny. But yeah, there was a lot of drama in the pickleball world. So that was kind of fun being there for that. But overall, it was great. Scott would text us every time he got recognized, which is great.
Yeah.
Maybe not every time, but he would just took a selfie. This is awesome. And Dusty, our guide Vulcan, he's the man. He listens, and he was he texted me and goes, "I just saw Scott get recognized. It was awesome."
That's so fun. And Scott, I'm sure, is just so excited about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. People are recognizing Scott individually, Isaac individually, and yeah, it's fun. It's taking off.
I went with the kids on Saturday morning for just an hour or two, maybe.
Yeah, what'd they think?
They had that fun.
Yeah.
There was a woman there that gave them kind bars and trophies, little mini trophies.
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you want to be part of the Unicorn Club?" And I was like, "Whoa, lady, what are we doing here?" She's like, "Unicorn just means you be the best you that you can be." And I was like, "Okay, I can do that."
Okay, let's go, unicorns.
they both were just nodding, yes. And so she went and got a kind bar. She's like, "This kind bar is for you, and this one is to give to somebody else." I don't know if Bo or Hattie ever did that because I left the next day, but and then they got these little trophies. So they loved that.
That's awesome.
That's their impression. And they got little keychains that had pickleballs on them. But yeah, it was so much busier than I anticipated.
It's humming.
It was very, very cool and much more elaborate. Did you see the NBA player that was there?
Oh, Tyler Hansbrough.
Tyler Hansbrough.
know.
I was like, that guy's pretty tall. And I was like, wait, that's Psycho T.
Yeah, he walked by and I was like, that's Tyler Hansbrough. Because my best friend from college, Anderson,
Yeah.
he's from the same town as Tyler Hansbrough.
Really?
So I was gonna try and say what's up to him, dude, you know the Gilberto family, whatever. But Dusty and I were watching him because I was like, do you know who that is? That's Tyler Hansbrough. And we're like, all right, let's watch him play. Doesn't really have it on the pickleball court.
That's what Scott told me.
Really? Yeah.
Scott's like, yeah, Psycho T's not very good.
He looks.
He's a professional basketball player, Timon, and was very, very good in college.
Yeah.
up for Naismith Player of the Year.
Probably 6'8".
Yeah.
Really tall guy.
Wow.
Missouri guy, and was up at Kansas City playing pickleball. And yeah, my first words when I saw him play, Dusty and I were both like, ooh. I was like, he looks like a newborn deer.
Okay.
A little bit of not totally in control of his appendages, which is crazy. You could play in the NBA, you could be that coordinated, be that good, and just not smooth at all in pickleball. I don't know why that wouldn't translate.
And he wasn't that smooth in the NBA. He was a hustler and
he was a bruiser.
a banger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wasn't still an NBA player.
Yeah, still. The top 0.1%
He still
of
probably had to
athletes.
switch on a screen and
and 75 degrees.
You hear that?
Are heading
That's Siri. That went away.
that's why I lost so bad in sports again. He still had to switch on a screen and guard LeBron James every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, but overall, it was a really cool experience.
It was fun. It was a good time. I saw Lisa Tapp there.
I did too.
There were some Luke's mom competed in it.
Yep.
Trying to think what else. Yeah, just a good amount of Gene Schwartz fans there. I feel like Friday pickleball fans. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time. One thing I want to talk about, maybe we can wrap this up. The topic is speech impediments.
Great.
Two things. One, did you see that we got a comment somewhere? It was a Sheltered Kid video, and we got a comment where someone was like, "Oh man, that's too bad. You're still having trouble with your R's.
Yeah.
Here's some things that help me. Here's what you can do."
That's the kind of stuff that kills you, isn't it?
This was more like, this one didn't kill me as much.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're right. That is the genre of things
You're
that
like,
sometimes
oh,
it's like,
you don't get the joke.
like, how can you follow a comedy channel and not? Yeah. But this is like, that is so like unaware and ignorant that that's hilarious. Like that is so funny that they're like, dang, this guy, like, he's really made a name for himself with quite the speech impediment. That's crazy.
That he doesn't have in every single shot. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too consistent. But that was great because we've done a good amount of Shelter Kid videos, and I've never seen that comment before. Like no one's ever thought that was real before. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
The second thing under speech impediment is a DM I got.
Okay.
So I think last week we talked. Well, yeah, whatever. Hey, Ghosty here. I hope this isn't too invasive. I'm curious if you might be helped by visiting a speech pathologist.
Okay.
So right there, I was like, dang. But she goes, if talking for a living causes your voice to hurt or for you to lose your voice often, it's possible you could be speaking incorrectly. I'm a voice teacher. I teach people how to sing without losing their voice. A speech path could help you speak without pain after extended use.
Oh, interesting.
Love seeing all the stuff you put out. Hope your voice recovers, yada, yada. So, yeah, at first I was like, dang, she thinks I can't speak at all. And I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. This is helpful, whatever. But so I sent it to my sister, and it was just like, hey.
Who's a speech pathologist?
Who's a speech path? And I was like, guess I need to hire you. And I don't know if Caitlin would love me saying all this, but here's just what she said. She said, oh, wow. She's like, that was much nicer than what I thought it was going to be at first. I was like, yeah, me too. She said, they actually do have speech paths specifically for that, but I don't know, all caps, crap about voice. Our one voice class was during COVID, and I did not pay attention. She then sends a follow-up text. I actually had a voice patient at the rehab facility I worked at, and I was in the bathroom Googling what to do. So I don't know if she wants me sharing that.
You can hire Caitlin at CaitlinTriplet.com.
So
Caitlin
yeah,
Carroll.
Sure, she's got the other stuff covered. Maybe not the voice stuff.
That is funny. Okay, but to me, I had my doubts about the DM of like, I think if you use your voice enough, you're just going to lose your voice no matter what. But it sounds like Caitlin did not say that. So she knows more than we do.
Yeah, I guess there's a science to it. Because yeah, I kind of thought too, I was like, I think this is probably just like how much performing and podcasting I did. And then, 3 hours of chicken and pickle talking. Like, I think it's just, anyone's voice would be a little sore.
That's what it is the loud conversations for 2 hours at a time.
Yeah.
I think, have you ever lost your voice from singing, Timon?
Yeah. Or
Really?
at least like lost my voice and like where I can't sing.
But I don't know if I've ever
know.
sang so much. I'm not singing hours every day. I don't know if anybody really is, but like I've never sang so much that I'm like, I can't talk or sing anymore. Whereas like recently, like Grand Debut and then this conference, there were so many people in the room that I was having to
You have to talk loud.
really talk loud. I was having to like stare at people because I have like hearing loss a little bit and like low murmurs and stuff. So I was like staring at people to like understand what they were saying. Like it was loud. So I think that's, but maybe not. Maybe we can fix it.
Hey, Rachel, think you're one who DM'd me? I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you looking out for me. Ghosties are the best.
I'll just get whatever you learn. I don't want to pay for it, but
I'll just kind of get like a half dose of that.
that's
Whatever
fun.
I do.
Yeah.
Cool. One last thing I think I'll just mention. Should I say it?
I would.
You guys got to come back Wednesday. Let's be honest. Today's Labor Day anyway. Come
Yeah.
on. I don't know what I mean to say. Come on.
Come on, Labor Days. Yeah.
Cool. I'll say some stuff for Wednesday's episode.
Okay.
Do you want to do reviews of the week, or would you like to talk about something else that's on your heart or your mind or your chest?
I do have a heart about Good Ranchers.
Go on.
So I don't know if you know about American Meat Delivered, Jake, but
I've heard of it.
I was hanging out with the Good Ranchers guys this week. And
Yeah?
they're
Did
awesome.
they look like
Beefed
nourished?
up.
Yeah.
Honestly, their CEO Ben is freaking. He's like strong in like a not obvious like you are a roid rage kind of guy. Like
Wait, say that again?
sorry, not roid rage, but like he is freaking built, but not like he doesn't look like a bodybuilder. If that makes sense.
Okay, he's lean.
I don't know if he's like. I don't know. I can't tell if it's like natural or what. I think it's just grass fed, baby. Just just a lot of beef on him. So yeah, he's not like, whoa, that guy looks uncomfortable when he walks. he's just lean maybe is the right word, but lean to me means skinny. He's just built. He's just a man. And he runs Good Ranchers, and Good Ranchers is awesome. They're offering free ground beef for 2 years right now, which is a $480 value.
Yes, they are.
So if you subscribe to any box, subscribe, A, you already save money from that. B, you get a $480 value of free beef, 2 pounds in every single box.
That's 500 buckaroos.
And the ground beef is nuts. It is, dude. Somebody asked on the Facebook group recently, like, is Good Ranchers worth it? And I was like, here's my honest opinion about the entire thing. The only thing I said negatively was like, didn't love the snapper.
Which they don't even sell anymore.
And Ben even said the same thing. He's like, oh, the fish that we have now is so much better.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's pumped about it.
I feel like with the old Chiefs group text, we were talking recently, hey, football's back this week where we want to watch it. And somebody suggested, they're like, ooh, what if we had a cookout with some Good Ranchers?
Absolutely.
People want it.
It's cookout for football season.
Yeah.
Tailgate with Good Ranchers, cookout with Good Ranchers, host a party with Good Ranchers, or just make Good Ranchers part of your everyday, weekly lifestyle.
Just order it, get some chicken, and have your wife, Rachel, mix it up in some freaking Mediterranean meal that you don't really know what you're eating.
But
it's good.
Yeah. GoodRangers.com is their website. We do have a $25 off any box promo code, GRKC, if you couldn't guess. And yeah, brand new subscription offer, free ground beef for 2 years. It is worth it. Trust me. So check it out. I would be interested. I haven't seen a single person ever say, I did not enjoy my Good Ranchers experience. Every single person I've ever heard is like, over the moon, you got to get Good Ranchers. I'm continuing with them because it's that good. So check them out, goodranchers.com, promo code GRKC. They're a great company, great people. This is Christian father. And Jermaine came this time too. So 2 just solid dudes at the top of the company. They're just trying to do life the right way, trying to live life for Jesus and trying to run a business well. So check them out, goodranchers.com, GRKC.
Cool. My review of the week is a 4-star review. Uh-oh.
I saw that.
This 4-star review starts off by saying, this podcast is the best thing to ever happen to me. So interesting that you gave it 4 stars. Jake and Brad are the funniest guys. And I love hearing Brad's stories about his kids, and Jake's optimism has made me have a different outlook on life and has made me a way more positive person. Big fan of the pod, and Monday and Wednesdays are by far the best days at work because I got a new episode. And then, I guess this is his name, but just the end, it just ends with exclamation point. It says, Rendell Weaver. Rendell Weaver! I think that's your name. So, Rendell, hey, thanks for the review. You mind throwing us another star our way? Would appreciate it.
We have an average of 5 stars right now, Rendell, and we are in desperate need.
He's just I may sometime find a podcast that's a little better, so I can't quite.
I'm gonna leave room.
Whole thing.
Yeah, this is the best thing to happen to me so far. So I don't want to start off with a 10 out of 10.
Timon, think of 3 things that are positive statements. I'm gonna come back to you after I read my review, and we're gonna respond Rendell Weaver to every single one of them.
Okay.
Rendell Weaver is not his name. It's just
it's a way of saying,
a different language.
You bet.
Like, awesome, dude. Oh, Rendell Weaver. So I would love it if Ghosties did their thing with Rendell Weaver, and all of a sudden Rendell's just the talk of the town. Everyone, we make shirts that just say Rendell Weaver exclamation point.
Rendell Weaver.
Rendell Weaver. All right, mine is from Caleb Klunt. Sexiest podcast ever. 5-star review.
Okay, Caleb.
Jake and Brad are the best podcasters in Kansas City. Hear that, JM? They've really changed my life, and I feel like we were best friends, which is kind of weird. They are so funny, genuine, kind, and really good Christians. I appreciate Bede's wise insight and Jake's constant stream of humor and encouragements. Thank you, Jake and Brad, if you're reading this, for being my friends when I needed one the most. Caleb Klunt. Thanks, Caleb.
Pretty name.
Yeah, Bede and Jake.
Just me and
Every
Bede.
Monday morning with Jake and Bede. All right, Timon, you got some statements for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, hey, Brad, you're looking great today.
Hey, Rendell Weaver.
Jake, I love your haircut. Looks nice.
Well, Rendell Weaver.
Good job making Grandeboo a huge success.
Well, golly, Timon, Rendell Weaver.
Well, Rendell my Weaver. You ain't half
man,
bad.
That just Rendell's my Weaver.
I don't know why that is so
That's
fun.
great.
Oh, well, that just rendles my weasel.
It's a great name.
Oh, I think that's half-baked idea. Having a bar that's called Rindle Weavers, and you just share your wins of the week, like good things, and people, instead of dilly dilly, they say Rindle Weaver.
Rindle Weaver.
Yeah.
Weaver
Weavers.
Weaver.
Weaver. Rindle my Weaver. Oh, awesome.
That bar in Branson was always called the Rowdy Beaver.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being called the Rowdy Weaver. That's nice.
That's good. That's good.
Cool. Brad, you got a jingle for us? Is that totally okay if you don't?
Timon is going to do it.
Okay, 5, 6. No, it's all good.
No, I don't have one. I'm going to put him on the spot real quick. Our friend Chris from Louisiana that came to Grande Boo.
Chris and Cindy.
Yeah, has been requesting me to send him the lyrics to the My Shot Alexander Hamilton jingle that I committed to doing and I never did. And so Chris, because he's like, I want to check it out. And I'm like, well, if you're checking it out, you got to record yourself doing it. So I want it, Chris. I want some audio, and I want to play it on here. Also, here's a fun, maybe it's a new season of jingles. I would love it if other people covered our jingles. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Oh.
If you ever want to submit your own jingle version of like our parody, and record it, and we can play it on the podcast. I don't know how confident you are in your singing, or not. It could be hilariously bad.
Yeah, this could be really like great or just incredibly cringy, just in the funniest way.
But
You know Graydon's getting in there.
You know Graydon's getting in there. I chose one jingle. No, yeah. So I don't know how we do that. The Ghostrunners podcast at gmail.com is our web email. So check
There
it out. Or send it to us in DM or whatever. So
If you guys DM'd us, that would rendle our weavers.
that
So
would
thank
rendle
you.
our weavers. All right, guys.
We will see you Wednesday, and don't forget, Thursday night, the Chiefs play. So make sure you watch.
Go Chiefs, Ross Farrens. He's a Lions guy.
Ooh.
Good luck, Ross. We're going to rendle your weaver. Love you guys. Ghostrunners Podcast.